Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience with the game Marvel's Avengers, which has been a game of controversy and a game that has seen a lot of ups and downs in its relatively short life thus far. For me, I'm mainly a PC gamer, and that mainly means I play multiplayer games like shooters or League of Legends to MMORPGs with my friends. And for single player games, I generally play just Nintendo games. Me and my girlfriend play a lot of games on the Switch. But despite this, I am a huge Marvel fan, and despite being a huge Marvel fan, I did not get this game when it first came out. Shortly after, a lot of videos came out on YouTube just completely shitting on the game, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was really surprised because I know Square Enix has been working on this, and it's a big game with a really big backing, and Marvel is so huge. I was like, there's no way they would release a game so bad. Now, a few months ago, I got myself a PS5, which has been super nice. I've been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat 11, I beat Spider-Man and Persona 5 Royale on it, and last month for April, PlayStation had Marvel Avengers free for a limited time on PlayStation Now, so I downloaded that instantly when I saw the offer. Now, over the last 2 weeks, I've been playing the game and I've done a lot of research on it. So for me, I'm playing the game on my PlayStation 5, and after playing it for a week on PlayStation Now, I bought the game. I have the PlayStation 5 version of the game. I really enjoyed the game so far, honestly. The gameplay is really fun, and I love the different combat styles and upgrades and combos that the characters have. It makes me really feel like I'm playing as Iron Man or the Hulk or whichever Avenger I'm playing as when I'm using them in combat. I think because of the next gen versions of the game, and a lot of patches which have fixed a lot of the issues mixed in with the game, having a good amount of time to give extra content and continue to work on the game, I have to say, in my opinion, the game so far is a solid 8 out of 10 in my book. I've been playing for about 4 to 5 hours a day for 2 weeks. Yes, I'm currently unemployed, so I have a lot of free time if you were wondering. The missions are fun, the story is good enough. Now, I will say good enough because I do think it could be better, and I'll explain that later on. Playing online with people is also fun, exploring the different characters and getting different costumes and just watching them all interact in this new story has been really awesome. Also, seeing Miss Marvel join in and just get some insight on her and playing as her also been really cool. The few things in this game that I wish were a bit different is, just like I stated, the story could be a little bit better. Now, the story is good, but with how good of a job Marvel has done with the MCU, I just think I have a certain expectation when it comes to storytelling and Marvel, and it's not quite there in this game. The next thing, as I'll say, is I want more Avengers. Now, I know this is probably going to come over time, and I know Hawkeye was released recently with Kate Bishop, and Black Panther and Spider-Man are in the works, but I honestly wish there were a lot more, like a lot. Let's get characters that are really relevant right now, like Bucky, Falcon, Wanda, and Vision. I think Doctor Strange would be really sick in a game like this too. And obviously, there are many, many more. To add on to more characters, just like I want more Avengers, I want more villains and more areas to explore, and honestly, more storylines. I think this game lacks villains and areas, like I said. This is just one of those things I think they could add in, like the Infinity Saga storyline, and add those characters on both sides for the Avengers and for the villains like Thanos, his little goon squad, and then you can add later on like the Ultron storyline and some other villains in the MCU like Hela, the Winter Soldier when he was still under Hydra control, Loki, and even explore some of the characters not in the MCU yet that are in the comics and some of those storylines. I think that would probably take a really long time. The game has been out for about 8 to 9 months, and still not that much has been added. I know they've had to probably spend a lot of time fixing the game and addressing a lot of complaints, so probably a lot of time in the first X amount of months was spent on that. But going forward, this is just one of those games that could last a very long time, kind of like a GTA 5, right? If they play the cards right, they do the necessary add-ons and keep things fresh, keep adding storylines, keep adding characters, keep adding things to do that feel nice and new and are fun, this game could not only make them a lot of money, but it could be around for a very long time. So that's just kind of my thoughts on things that I wish they would add into the game and where I want to see this game go from here. But overall, like I said, I've been playing this game for a few weeks. It's been a lot of fun. What I initially watched before I got the game, I went and watched the original YouTube videos on people's thoughts and stuff like that on it. And the amount of glitches and stuff I've seen and just issues with the game that, at least in my experience, seem to have been fixed a lot. Definitely make the game a lot more enjoyable. Seeing some of the content they added, like I know the Hawkeye and Kate Bishop thing is going on, or released not too long ago. We have a current game mode or storyline. I don't know what it is yet because I haven't explored it, but I seen Iron Man was on the advertisement for it. That's going on, and Black Panther's down the road. I've seen people talk about Spider-Man as well. All these things, if they keep building on that, and like I said, adding storylines and just keeping the game fresh, this game could probably have the biggest turnaround in gaming history. The reviews and the amount of backlash the community has given this game has been extremely surprising, but it has been eye-opening. Square Enix definitely did not want to drop the ball like this. You definitely know that. Obviously, no one would ever want to release a game that people just think is bad and don't enjoy, right? But how bad it has become. I remember reading an article 96% of the game's base is gone, right? That's insane. Especially this game is 6 to 8 months old, something like that. So that's insane. But people are starting to come back. More interest is starting to gather up. A lot of people have said the game has improved. So I'm excited to see where Marvel's Avengers goes in the future. And thank you guys for tuning in. That is going to be the video. That's all I really got to say on it. I'm going to continue playing. I'm going to continue to see what they do with the game. And hopefully, it continues to deliver. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.